Did you hear about the guy with an irrational fear of buffets? He just couldn't help himself. Bienvenue à Rassage et Boucher. Ce vidéo ne sera pas en français, mais je commence en français pour que les moins cultivés s'en cassent. Right? Welcome to Shave&Butcher, and it's Friday. It's Friday evening. It's actually 5:30. I'm on my third glass of wine because it's been a rough day today. Cheers. Dark outside. We're drinking Bordeaux, by the way. Soap today is this one. Looks a bit 1930 Germany, perhaps. I don't know. This is Fougère Angelique from Barrister and Man. It's in the Omnibus. Yeah, bus number 13. And it's a tallow based soap. I purchased this and this one at the same time. So this is Fougère Gothic. It's the evil twin of this one. And this smells like and this smells like you can imagine. There are scent notes to Fougère Angelique, and they are lime, lavender, lemon, neroli, geranium, tonka bean, cedar, balsam, fir, sandalwood, smoldering flame, and oak moss. How do you get a smoldering flame into the soap? You wonder. I have no idea. The brush, well, the razor today. I don't use this very often. It's a treat every time. This is a Filarmonica 14 carbon razor with a reasonably decent gold plating. It's made in Spain. It's fantastic. It's a full inch wide. Very, very hollow razor. It's just magnificent. I don't want to use it too much. I don't want to wear it out. The brush is one I haven't used in a while. I love this brush. This is Cheap and Cheerful Massetto. You can't see anymore because the print was a cheap one. Massetto 28mm extra or double density. It's, I don't know if they make brushes anymore. Chinese, cheap and cheerful, and if you're lucky, as good as a Simpson. I know some people are unlucky and they get knots, shed hair. This one is just phenomenal. I was going to shave this morning, but I didn't have time, and then just things went to hell, to be honest. First use of this soap, and I'm going to load in the bowl, also known as bowl lathering. I need more water to get any soap out of this. So Omnibus base. I don't think I've used that. These soap makers, especially the Americans and Canadians, they come up with new bases all the time. First base and second base and third base, and they just never seem to get to home run, at least as far as they are concerned. I think almost all artisan soap bases are phenomenal. Huh? So I don't have an aftershave or anything for this, so what I think I will do is use the dreaded Fougère Gothic perfume, Eau de Toilette, I think it is, because it's a Fougère and it smells like yeah, this smells just nice. I let my son smell both of them yesterday, and I said, you know, how about these two? One smells awful, and one smells nice. You know, I'm just telling him what people tell me, and he smelled the Fougère Gothique and said, wow, I like that. And then he smelled this one and said, yeah, I know what you mean. I meant the opposite. So that was kind of funny. And he likes, what does he like? He likes number one from Cigari Man. He likes this one. I think he likes the Mafioso, and I don't know if that tells you anything really. He's used up my number one. I think that's his favorite soap. Yeah, soap base gives nothing to complain about at all. Seems to be very good, coming along very nicely. This is such a dense brush. Look, potty trick with a very limited audience. Because if you're at a party and you go, does anyone have modern artisan beige soap and a really, really dense badger brush? And a lot of patience. I'll show you something. Yeah, so this is ridiculously luxurious, very easy to work with. Shall we add more water? Yeah, let's add more water. There you go. There you go. Yeah, so interesting day. My face is red. My nose is red. I mean, it's not because of the wine. Well, maybe a little bit, but it's mainly because it became cold all of a sudden. And when it gets cold in Sweden, you have to change the tires on your car to winter tire. Not to die in a traffic accident because you skid off the road. Yeah, pretty good stuff. And B, because it's the law. And you don't want to be breaking the law. So yeah, it was cold, and there you go. So we have winter tires with metal studs in them. That should do the trick. Okay, here we go. Rock and roll. It's just such a joy to use this razor. Oh, it's so easy to shave with it. Pretty good chewing gum slime effect on that lather. Would you look at that? Come on. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So tomorrow I have friends coming into town, so I'll be joining them for dinner and or drinks or something. Should be good in central Gothenburg. Gothenburg has Good Friday, or what is it, Saturday atmosphere, so we'll try and show the young guests around. Such a joy. And you know, the scent, quite nice. I've forgotten what it's made up of. Quite okay. Doesn't blow my mind or anything. But it's nice, flowery and green. That's Fougère sort of, isn't it? So I can see myself shaving with this soap more than once, which, you know, I had bloody well. If you order stuff from North America, it's expensive. You got shipping, you got a customs processing fee, you have to pay double sales tax, and usually a customs duty on top of that. So I don't know what these soaps were, $25 each. I will end up paying the double, $50 each for them. You know, it's crazy. So you can't do that very often. But I have been wanting these two for a while, so I thought when they became available, I wanted to jump the gun, especially in Fougère Gothique, because that's been out of commission for a good while. And I've only tried it in a sample I got from Fred Shaves, the YouTube channel. So I haven't really worked up the courage for it yet. Well, I have kind of, because I will use the aftershave, which has very little to do with the scent of Fougère. Angelique. Maybe this should have been Fougère, oops, Diabolique, which I think is devilish as opposed to angelic. But Fougère Gothique is a good name. Fougère Diabolique. Fougère Gothique. Gothique is easier in English. Diabolique is more diabolic. It's a different tonation. Gothique. Fougère obviously is French. Do you remember Lord Shady singing the theme songs to Fougère Gothique? Go back and check that video. So good. I will be shaving, obviously, and doing a video with Fougère Gothique. If I can find the soundtrack, I'll play it again. I'll play it every time I use the soap. And maybe I should have a Fougère Gothique week and just do loops of the theme songs. That would be diabolique, if anything. You know, Dante's Inferno's fourth, what's it called in English? Ah, this razor. This razor, ooh la la. Yeah, so, yeah, rough. I'm not going to go into, because I haven't, my nerves haven't settled yet, but I had a scare today to do with a house building, and it turned out to be not too bad actually, but God, I almost had I had a reaction. It's to do with, you know, discovering bad things in the house while you remodel. You know, a very similar feeling and sensation and shock as to when I got my Parkinson's diagnosis. I thought for 2 hours, two hours. that the world was coming to an end. And then found out it wasn't. So yeah. So in the end, looks like it wasn't too bad. But you know, old buildings have their secrets and surprises. Yeah, so what it was one of the beams, or two of the beams that make up the roof or support the roof were in bad condition, it turns out. So they had to be replaced, and yeah, it's gonna cost a bit of money because we didn't plan that, but these things happen. But there was fungi, not a fun guy, fungi like mushroomy stuff growing on them. You know, the stuff that makes the wood rot. And I have previous experience from a house with that. I don't know what it's called in English, but it's like a cancer of the house. It just, if you get it in the woodworks, it just spreads, and you quite often have to just torch the house, burn it to the ground. So he said, we're hoping it's not that. We've sent samples to a lab, so I had to wait for about 2 hours. I couldn't think, because I know how bad this thing can be. And then it turned out it was some other kind of fungi, which is bad, but it's not like you have to tear the whole house down. So hard to explain if you haven't been there, and it's bad enough if you Google it. But I've had the experience, but I was with a chainsaw, and I had to cut away half the house and burn it and remove all the stones, the dirt, and have this cancer-provoking chemical and I had to wear a mask all the time, because you can get, you know, lung cancer from the spores and from the poison, and you have to inject it, and it was just freaking horrible. I got rid of it at the end of the day, but I don't want to go through that again. Especially not with the bill that I'm spending everything I own and a good part of bank money on. Yeah, so holy shit, I still haven't recovered. That's why I'm drinking wine at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Don't usually do that. Whew. But nice to get a shave in. Better late than never. I'm going to use this as an aftershave balm. This is French, Filarmonica Baume après rasage. It's very, very good. Quite rich, so I only take a little bit. And when it's cold in the winter, when I'm outdoors a bit, I like a balm. I feel I need a balm. Otherwise the skin gets itchy and you get ashy. So we don't want that. But yeah, I am in the mood, so I'm gonna put on some Fougère Gothique. Is it Eau de Parfum? Yeah, Eau de Parfum. It's the strong stuff, that's what it looks like. That's enough. It's strong. And it's interesting because it smells like mushrooms, and I only thought about this now. It has to be my subconscious, but the fungi smell like mushrooms because that's what it is, and it's a little bit this smell. So, you know, fuck that thing, and whew, it was a scare. But anyway, that's it. That's the shave. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. It's Friday evening. You have yourselves a lovely weekend whenever it gets to you. And I'll see you soon. Stay sharp.